Good morning, students. Today in physics class we will be starting with chapter number 5, heat. Now first of all we will see what is a heat. A heat is a form of energy. It makes the substance hotter. Heat cannot be seen by us. We can feel the heat by the temperature effect it produces. When heat is given to the substance, its temperature increases and it becomes hotter. So what is a heat? Heat is a form of energy. And whenever heat is passed to certain substances, they become hot. For example, if there is an utensil, it is cold. And if you put that utensil onto the gas burner, the flame start giving its heat to the utensil and that utensils become hot. On the other hand, when the heat is removed from a substance, then its temperature decreases and it becomes cold. When we remove the heat from any of the substance, it becomes cold. The example you can take, suppose the water is there, it is hot. When you put it onto the refrigerator, its heat is removed from it and the water becomes cold. Now, what is the SI unit of heat? The SI unit of heat is joules. It is denoted by capital J. In CGS system, heat is expressed in calories and the bigger unit is known as kilocalories. And 1 kilocalorie, it is equal to 1000 calories. Now, we will see what do you mean by hot and cold. In our daily life, we came across number of objects. Some of the objects are hot, whereas some of the other objects are cold. For example, tea is hot, ice is cold. Similarly, soup is also hot, but ice cream is cold. So how can you tell whether an object is hot or cold? We can tell whether an object or a substance is hot or cold by touching them. By touching them, we can tell whether that substance is hot or cold. The example it is given over here in this figure. In this, the cold water is there, and in this stuff, the hot water is there. When we put the hand into it, we can tell which of the container contains the hot water and which of the container has got the cold water. So, the second thing is the temperature. What do you mean by a temperature? The temperature of an object is the degree of hotness or coldness of the object. So temperature, what is temperature? Is how much it is hot and how much in degrees it is cold. That is the temperature of an object. The temperature of an object tells us how hot or cold the object is. The high temperature of an object tells it is very hot, whereas the low temperature tells us that it is quite cold. For example, at the temperature of the boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius, which is quite high. So the boiling water feels to be very hot. On the other hand, the temperature of the melting ice is 0 degree Celsius, which is quite low. So the ice feels to be very cold to touch. The temperature is measured using the device that is known as thermometer. A thermometer has a scale marked on it which is used to read the temperature. So how we can find the temperature of the substance? By using the thermometer. Now there are different types of thermometer that we use. There are different units of thermometer. Now we will study what are different units of thermometer. The very first is the Celsius scale. It is the most common temperature scale marked thermometers for measuring temperature, and it is known as a Celsius scale. The temperature expressed in unit of degrees Celsius, and we can write it like this: degree and capital C. The thermometer is said to be graduated centigrade scale when the distance between the freezing point and the boiling point of water is equally divided into 100 divisions. In Celsius scale, in Celsius thermometer, there are 100 marks over there, starting from 0 to 100 degree Celsius. Each division is termed as 1 degree and is written as 1 degree Celsius. Now in this, the capital C, it denotes Celsius. So the unit is degree Celsius. Degree over here, just as we use in geometry, and capital C, and it is read as degree Celsius or just degree C. 0 degrees Celsius is the lower fixed point of the Celsius thermometer, and the upper fixed point is 100 degrees Celsius in the Celsius thermometer. Now, the second type of thermometer is the Fahrenheit scale. The Fahrenheit scale thermometer was developed by Daniel Gabriel. So, who invented the Fahrenheit scale thermometer? Daniel Gabriel. Doctor's thermometer or the clinical thermometer is graduated in Fahrenheit scale. So, the doctor's or the clinical thermometer that is used, it is basically graduated into the Fahrenheit scale, and the melting point of water or the melting point is 0 degrees Celsius thermometer, and the boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius in the Celsius temperature. Similarly over here, when we use the Fahrenheit scale thermometer, the which starts as 32 degree Fahrenheit, which is the melting point, it is equal to 0 degrees Celsius, and the boiling point is 212 degree Fahrenheit, that is equal to 100 degrees Celsius in the Celsius scale. So the lower point is 32 degree Fahrenheit and the upper point is 212 degree Fahrenheit in the Fahrenheit temperature in the Fahrenheit thermometer. In the Fahrenheit thermometer, the lower point will be marked as 32 and others will be marked, and the upper point will be marked as 212 degree Fahrenheit, and it is divided into 180 parts. If you subtract 212 and 32, it comes out to be 180. So it is divided into 180 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is denoted by capital F, that stands for Fahrenheit. The normal human body temperature in Fahrenheit is 98.4 degree Fahrenheit, and it is equal to 37 degrees Celsius in Celsius scale. Now, the third type of a scale or thermometer is the Kelvin scale. It is named after William Thomson Kelvin. He was a British physicist who devised it in 1848. And Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. If in exam it comes, what is the SI unit of temperature? You have to write Kelvin. You will not write Fahrenheit or degree Celsius, because SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. It extends the Celsius scale down to absolute zero. Temperature on the scale are called Kelvin. Now, we will see how we can convert one type of a temperature into another type. Suppose the Celsius scale, the temperature it is given in degrees Celsius. How we can convert it into Fahrenheit? We will use this formula to convert the degree Celsius temperature into Fahrenheit. F is equal to 9 upon 5 multiplied by C plus 32. Similarly, if we have been given the temperature in Fahrenheit, we can convert it into degrees Celsius. The formula is degree Celsius is equal to 5 upon 9 multiplied by bracket F minus 32. How we will convert it? I will explain it when we will be doing the numericals. Now, one of the example it is given, convert 300 Kelvin temperature into Celsius scale. That means Kelvin temperature we have to convert it into Celsius scale. Formula for that is, this is one formula, second and the third. Kelvin, K is equal to C plus 273. We have written K is equal to C plus 273. Now in place of K, because of the Kelvin temperature, we will write 300 is equal to degree Celsius plus 273. We will move 273 to that side. Whenever we will change the side, the signs also get changed. It is plus 273, it will become minus. So K is equal to 300 minus 273. Subtract it. K is equal to 27 degree Celsius. That means 300 degree Kelvin. 300 Kelvin of temperature is equal to 27 degree Celsius of temperature. Another example it is given over here, in which you have to convert the degree Celsius temperature into Fahrenheit. It says a Celsius thermometer reads a temperature of boiling water 100 degrees Celsius. If you put a Fahrenheit thermometer, what will be its reading? That means degree Celsius temperature into Fahrenheit. What is the formula to convert the degree Celsius temperature into Fahrenheit? It is F is equal to 9 upon 5 multiplied by C plus 32. In the first line, we have to write this. It is given 100 degrees Celsius. In place of degree Celsius, we will put 100 equal to 9 upon 5 multiplied by 100 plus 32. Now cut it down. 5 ones are 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 20s are 100. Now 9 into 20, 180 plus 32. Add it up, 212 degree Fahrenheit. That means 100 degree Celsius of temperature is equal to 212 degree Fahrenheit. Now we will see what is the difference between heat and temperature. Now, number one, heat is a form of energy. Temperature, it is a degree of hotness or coldness of a body. We have done. Now, it does not determine the direction of flow of heat. In heat, we cannot tell from which direction it is coming and to which direction it is going. Temperature, it determines the direction to the flow of heat. It always flows from a body at a higher temperature to a body of lower temperature. In temperature we can determine the flow of heat. We can easily temperature always flow from the higher object to the higher temperature to the lower temperature. Example, I can tell you, if there are two utensils, one is cold, another is hot. If you put both of them together, after some time you can see the utensil which is cold, it also become hotter. So with this we can tell that the temperature flows from the higher to the lower temperature. Heat, it is measured in joule. SI unit is joules or calories. The same units are as of energy. It is commonly used in Celsius, Kelvin or Fahrenheit. It is commonly measured in Celsius, Kelvin and Fahrenheit, but the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Now, one more type of a thermometer is there, that is the laboratory thermometer. Now we will do what different types of thermometer. We have done what are the different scales. Number one is the Celsius scale, number two is the Fahrenheit scale, and number three is the Kelvin scale. Now we will see what are the different types of thermometer. A laboratory thermometer is used for measuring the temperature in science laboratory. Number one is the laboratory thermometer. By the name you can easily find it out that it is the thermometer that is used in labs. It is very thin and long, and a bulb is there, and within this a mercury is filled. It is similar to the thermometer that we use at our homes. Now this thermometer which we use in lab, the bulb should be covered with the substance. If we have to find the temperature of certain substance, we cover the bulb with that substance, and after some time we will see the temperature without removing it from the substance. Now what are the precautions that we should use when we are using the laboratory thermometer? Number one, laboratory thermometer should be held vertically while measuring the temperature. Number two, the temperature bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance whose temperature is to be measured. I have already told you. Then the thermometer bulb should not touch the sides or bottom of the container in which the substance is taken. It should be covered with the substance. It should not touch the utensil in which the substance is there. then you should read the thermometer with its bulb is still in touch with the substance whose temperature is to be measured. You should not remove the thermometer from the substance. You should read the temperature when it is in the substance only. Read the thermometer by keeping the level of the mercury along with the line of sight. Do not hold the thermometer by the bulb. Handle the thermometer with care because it is made up of glass. Now, number 2, clinical thermometer. This is also known as the doctor's thermometer. The normal temperature of the human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Note it down. In degrees Celsius, the normal temperature of a human body is 37 degrees Celsius. When a person gets fever, this temperature rises up. The thermometer used for measuring the temperature of a human body is known as a clinical thermometer. All of you must have seen the clinical thermometer. It is made up of glass. It is made up of glass. It is a long tube which is made up of a glass, and markings are over there in degrees Celsius as well as in degree Fahrenheit. The clinical thermometer has a temperature scale marked from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. A clinical thermometer has a kink. This kink is to provide the backflow of the mercury into the thermometer when the thermometer bulb is removed from the mouth of a patient. Now, what are the precautions that we should use using the clinical thermometer? Number 1, we should always clean it before and after using it with an antiseptic solution so that the germ should be removed. Before using the clinical thermometer, we should ensure that the mercury level in its tube is below 35 degrees Celsius. That's why we shake it. Whenever we are taking the temperature, we shake the thermometer so that its mercury will come down. Read the clinical thermometer by keeping the level of the mercury along with the line of sight. The clinical thermometer should not be held by the bulb while reading. You should not hold the bulb, that is the silvery part of the thermometer, when you are reading the temperature. Handle the clinical thermometer with care because it is made up of glass, and within it the mercury is there, which is very dangerous. It is poisonous. Clinical thermometer has 2 temperature scales marked on its glass tube on the 2 sides of the mercury thread. As you can see it over here, this is the thermometer. In between there is a mercury, and which is represented over here in the book as a mercury, as a thread, mercury thread. There are 2 marks over here. Below Fahrenheit temperature is it is showing, and above that it is showing the degree Celsius temperature. Normally we take the temperature in degree Fahrenheit. Okay, now a clinical thermometer has usually 2 temperature scales marked on the glass tube on the 2 sides of the mercury thread. Just as I have shown you, this is a mercury thread in which the mercury rises up, and here 2 marks are there of degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius. Celsius scale of temperature and Fahrenheit scale of temperature. The Fahrenheit scale of temperature marked on the clinical thermometer has a range of 94 degree Fahrenheit to 108 degree Fahrenheit. You can also see at home in your thermometer, it is the lowest point is 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the upper point is 100 degree Fahrenheit. And capital F is used to denote the Fahrenheit. The normal temperature of the human body on Fahrenheit scale is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. It is given an arrow over here with red. It is at 98.6. It is the normal temperature in degree Fahrenheit. It has been used in earlier days. India has adopted the Celsius scale, so we should read the Celsius scale of temperature marked on the clinical thermometer. Nowadays we are using this degree Celsius scale, so we should use the degree Celsius scale, and 37 degree Celsius, it is given in red over here. That is the normal temperature of a body in degree Celsius scale is 37 degree Celsius. Now, another type of a thermometer is the digital thermometer. The thermometer that we have studied are laboratory thermometer and this clinical thermometer, that is also known as a doctor's thermometer. Both of them are made up of glass tube in which the mercury is there, and the mercury is, all of you know, is very poisonous and it is very difficult to dispose it safely. So it has been felt that some other type of a thermometer should be developed. So keeping in mind, the digital thermometer is being invented. Most of the common thermometer as mercury thermometers, which use a liquid metal called mercury for their working. Mercury is a toxic substance, that is a poisonous substance, and hence it is very difficult to dispose it safely if the thermometer breaks out. So there is a lot of concern over the use of mercury in thermometer. Nowadays we are using the digital thermometers which are safe enough and they give the reading accurately. Now we will do this chapter up to this page only. We will be starting with page number 85 in our next period.